Well, the kids are at a facility that's open all year round. The families with children will be okay. However, that facility holds 42 people, and throughout the summer, we will get additional families that will come to our door. We do network with other agencies that can put them up into hotels temporarily until we can get them into our center. So we are also currently looking for a larger facility or a facility that we can also add families and children to.
Building on that question and that answer, the waiting list, yes, we do work with other agencies, but there are families right now with young children who are in rotation with us, meaning they go to different churches every single night because we just don't have the room for them. Sorry, there's a question here?
You just answered it.
Okay.
How many churches are involved in your particular program?
We have 13 churches and 1 park district.
I'm happy to say that the Oak Grove 7th graders, for as long as I've been there and probably before, so at least 14 years, every holiday season, collect juice boxes, lunch bags. The kids create placemats, and we send over approximately anywhere from 1,100 to 1,400 sack lunches that the kids do on their own. It's a service project that we do every year, and we're always blessed with recognition from PADS that gets read at the board meetings, and those kids, it means a lot to our community to be able to be a part of your community.
Something else that Oak Grove is, and thank you, something else that the Oak Grove students have done for us on occasion in the past is something called the Pennies for Pads, which is where we get these big jugs, big water jugs, and you put them in different classrooms, however you want to divide up teams. And everyone puts a penny in, and whoever has the most pennies wins. Now, pennies aren't a heck of a lot, but the way you make it fun and interesting and raise some real money is you can only put a penny into your own jar, but you could put nickels, quarters, dimes, dollars, $10 in other people's jars. And any money you put in someone else's jar that isn't a penny gets minused out. So the trick is, as much as you're trying to build your own, you're trying to sabotage other people's. And it's a great way to get kids involved in a competition.
And they do sabotage. They wait until the last day.
That's right.
And they got the $20 bills out.
And it's amazing. All the schools, I know Deerfield High School did it. I know last winter I remember because I was involved with them in doing it. And they raised about $4 grand. And I'm like, and literally I was hauling these jugs back to the office. Thankfully I got a truck, so I was able to put it in the back. But the schools are a blessing for us.
David, how do you know that people are chemical-free? How are you testing those?
We do have testing at our facility when we feel the need to, but one thing that we are working with is a thing called harm reduction, and I'm going to take a minute to explain that. What it is that when a person has a drug abuse problem and they're homeless, back in the old days they were told that if you get rid of this problem, we'll get you into housing. Well, that didn't work for a lot of people because they simply weren't ready to stop using. So today what we do is we work with them, and we realize that a person is not going to stop until they're ready. So we give them intensive case management. And we use a program called Housing First, which we believe that if you put a person into housing and then tell them, as long as you work on this problem, you'll have this house. So we'll put the person in the housing, and when they're ready, by using the harm reduction method, we could put them into treatment, and they know they could go for as long as it takes, and when they get out, they'll still have their house. They don't have that hanging over their head. And we hold that place for them until they come out. Once they come out, we continue to work with them. A lot of our staff have been through it and have stayed clean, and they know how to work with people. So we offer ourselves. We take them to meetings. We go to, we get them sponsors that work with them on the 12-step program. And when we feel the need, we can test them, but we usually will see the signs because we've been there, and we can just walk up to them and talk to them, and they'll be honest with us.
Is there a point where you won't work with somebody because they just won't quit using?
It would take a whole lot of them making violations and maybe becoming a danger to the program. In that case, yes, we will.
We will help and treat anyone to the extent that they want help. But if they're a threat to any of our other clients, that's typically when we do remove people from the program. There are many great programs in Lake County for homelessness, for dual diagnosis, both drug abuse and mental illness. Our clients are ones who can't do that. We are the bottom rung. And so the choice between pads or no pads is literally on the street or under a roof. So we figure it's best for the individuals and for the community to at least there be a roof over their head so they can get a jump start on whatever it is, the problem that they need to tackle.
Once the clients have made the progress toward their own housing, how is Lake County and Waukegan Housing supporting your organization with that?
They are also part of our coalition. We network with every agency in Lake County that works with the homeless population. Also North Chicago Housing Authority. There are certain grants in which these agencies have to set aside a certain amount of housing for the homeless. Now let's take our family center for instance. In the evening, it's not like the other shelters. I forgot to mention that. The parents usually go to a life skills class in the evening, right after dinner, and the kids are doing homework. So we feel that with these life skills, things like anger management, money management, substance abuse classes, all these type of things will give them extra tools once they get into housing. After they get into housing, we still work with them. We'll send our case managers out to their houses for at least 6 months, and for some, we got one family who's been in there for 3 years. Still seeing our case manager to go out to the house, make sure everything's okay, make sure the kids are going to school,